All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the second half of our doubleheader here for you this afternoon. It'll be the Cincinnati Bengals and the L.A. Chargers. Well, actually, they're now the San Diego Chargers, as I had them in a San Diego stadium at the moment. The Bengals come in at 2-2. They've won 2 in a row after starting 0-2. And the Chargers are 3-1, currently a half game ahead of the Chiefs in the AFC West. The Chiefs just have lost to the Broncos a moment ago. Chargers can take over sole position of first place in the AFC West with a win here today. Evil Dead has got the Chargers in this one. He's 34-29, 5 games up. Misty, who do you got, the Bengals or Chargers? Bengals. Misty is 26-25, 1 game over 500. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, Gracie would take the Chargers. I'm going to put her down for the Chargers. She's at work. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California for this one. Bengals Chargers here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. It's the Bengals and the Chargers. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The Bengals at 2-2, the Chargers at 3-1. Evil Dead and Gracie have the Chargers. Misty has the Bengals in this one. The Chargers will get the ball first. Luke Jones will kick off for the Bengals. We're underway. From the 1-yard line, Broadway on the return over the 20, 25. And he brings it out to the 29-yard line. Terrence Broadway, the third-year receiver out of VMI. On a bright and sunny 81-degree day here in San Diego. Stephen Gardner, the starting quarterback for the Chargers in his 8th year out of Houston. The former New York Giant. He was a free agent. Went to the Chargers during the offseason. We're in SoCal. We're in Nemesis' hometown, San Diego, California, on the campus of San Diego State University. 1st and 10. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and that's Marcus Lattimore, the third eldest Lattimore brother in his 5th year out of Tulsa, out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13, and that'll be a Charger first down. Tackle made by Taylor. Actually, I believe, Trayon Taylor, 7th-year safety out of Connecticut. 1st and 10 for the Chargers now at their own 42-yard line. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore to the 44-yard line, a gain of 2. Let's take a look at the Chargers offense. Up front, Speaks, Myers, Pounder, Kennedy, and Williams. And then it's George, Fields, Lattimore, Roush, and Randolph. Jim Roush, the ageless wonder at tight end in his 18th year out of Navy. That would put him at 45 years of age playing tight end. That's like George Blanda playing tight end. 2nd and 8 from the 44-yard line in the offset eye. Gardner under center. Gardner draws back, throws, and incomplete. That was broken up by the linebacker, Logan Harris. Here's the Bengals defense. They play a 4-3. Langford, Jordan, Green, and Holmes up front. Linebackers, Charles Wilson and Gray. And the secondary for Cincinnati, Phillips, Jackson, Smith, and Holmes. It'll be 3rd down for the Chargers, 3rd and 8 from their own 44-yard line. Opening drive just underway. On 3rd down, Gardner back, throws down the middle, and Roush makes the catch. But at the 49-yard line, they needed 8. He got 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Jim Roush in his 18th year out of Navy. Logan Harris, the linebacker, in his 4th year out of Texas Tech on the tackle. Chargers will have to punt. Back to punt, Mark Erickson gets the punt away. And that will go out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a 26-yard punt. And the Bengals will have it for the first time. And they're led by their starting quarterback, Max Johnson, in his 3rd year out of North Carolina. Maximum Johnson. So the Chargers had to punt on their opening drive. This will be the Bengals' opening drive. They'll start from their own 23. The Bengals at 2-2, the Chargers at 3-1. Cincinnati comes out in the I formation. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger. And Eric Granger to the 22, no gain. Let's take a look at the Bengals offense. Up front, McKell, Barnhill, Cousins, Manning, and Sims. And then it's Hicks, Terrell, Granger, Austin, and Wheeler. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bengals now at their own 22-yard line. Bengals come out in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Wheeler in motion. Johnson looking, throws, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. Bobby Bolton, the 9th-year linebacker out of Memphis. Here's the Charger defense. They play a 4-3. Keith, Gore, Sparks, and Smith up front. Linebackers, Phillips, Briggs, and Bolton. And the secondary, Banks, Granger, Savage, and Gilbert. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Bengals at their own 22-yard line. 5:56 left to play. Here in the first quarter, no score. Bengals come out 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson rolls out and throws downfield. Wobbly pass, no good, incomplete. He got hit as he threw. The Bengals go 3 and out, and they'll have to punt. So both teams punting on their opening possessions. Zach Everett, the 2nd-year punter out of Michigan, will come on. Everett gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 28-yard line and brought back by Marcus Fields to the 34. And that's where the Chargers will take over. With 5:43 left in the first quarter, no score. Both teams have had it once. A beautiful day here in San Diego. Temperature in the low 80s. First and 10 from the 34. The Chargers come out in the eye as they play action. Gardner throws and caught by Clark down to the 44-yard line. That's the fullback, Vince Clark. And that'll be a gain 22 yards into Bengal territory. Vince Clark, the rookie out of North Texas, the fullback. First down, San Diego. Making the tackle on the sideline, Jay Charles, third-year linebacker out of MTSU. First and 10 from the 44-yard line. Chargers come out in the eye. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Landrum. And Landrum stumbles down to the 40-yard line. Jack Landrum, the rookie out of North Carolina. 4-yard gain, be 2nd and 6. Kevin Wilson on the tackle, the 8th-year linebacker out of Maryland. Coming up on the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. 2nd and 6 for the Chargers. They come out 5 wide. Empty backfield. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back. Throws deep down the sideline. Caught by Roush. The ageless wonder down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 29 for Jim Roush. First and 10 Chargers at the 11-yard line. In his 18th year out of Navy. I get my rosters from Madden 12. And on Madden 12, they tell you the birth date. He's 45. Still playing tight end. You got to love it. First and 10 from the 11-yard line. Roush now in his 3rd year with the Chargers. On first and 10, Gardner hands off to Landrum. And Jack Landrum down to the 4-yard line, a gain of 7. Make it a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. From the Bengal 4-yard line. Jackson on the tackle. That's Henry Jackson, the 5th-year defensive back out of Texas. 2nd and 2 from the 4-yard line. In the I formation, Gardner under center. Gardner looking. Gardner throws inside to George, and he can't hold on. Jacoby George took a shot from Wilson, the linebacker. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down. That'll stop the clock with 3:58 left in the first quarter. 3rd and 2 from the 4-yard line. In the I formation. Gardner hands off to Landrum, and Landrum escapes and scores. The Bengals didn't wrap up. A 4-yard touchdown run by Jack Landrum, the rookie out of North Carolina. And the Chargers take a 6-0 lead. That's got to make Evil Dead happy. That should make Nemesis happy. His hometown Chargers take a 6-0 lead. And now the extra point by Tyler Hines. The kick is up and good. Chargers lead at 7-0. 3:54 left to play. Live from Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. Chargers at 3-1, the Bengals at 2-2. I don't like that soccer stadium in Madden 19, and I don't want to share the Coliseum with the Rams. So I use this extra stadium to put the Chargers back in San Diego. Mark Erickson will kick off for the Chargers. There's the kick. It'll be fielded at the 2 by Jefferson over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Jefferson brings it out to the 29-yard line. Let's see who is that. Yeah, number 88. Gary Jefferson, the fourth-year receiver out of Georgia. I'm sorry, out of Notre Dame. I was looking at the wrong line. 1st and 10, Cincinnati from their own 29-yard line. 3:49 left in the first quarter. Chargers up 7-0. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Nemesis Whip, and Sports Davis all in the house. In the offset eye, Johnson under center. Fakes the handoff, throws deep, and it's intercepted by Briggs, who brings it back to the 32-yard line. Odell Briggs, the 9th-year linebacker out of Wisconsin, brings it back to the 32-yard line. And the Chargers will have it deep in Bengal territory, 1st and 10. Yep, San Diego Superchargers. I remember that song. And Gardner will come back out. Stephen Gardner, 8th-year quarterback out of Houston. Chargers great field position now at the Bengal 32-yard line. If the Chargers win, they're in first place in the AFC West by themselves, as the Chiefs lost to the Broncos earlier this afternoon, the game right before this one. On 1st and 10, Gardner under center. Gardner back, throws near side to Roush, and Jim Roush to the 27-yard line. A gain of 5. Yeah, he does that in Madden 12 as well. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the Bengal 27-yard line. Chargers come out 4 wide. Gardner under center. Gardner to Lattimore, and Marcus Lattimore to the 20-yard line. 5th-year back out of Tulsa. Gain of 7, 1st down Chargers at the Bengal 20-yard line. Under 3 minutes left to play now in the first quarter. On 1st and 10, 4 wide, Gardner back. Gardner throws, caught by Lattimore, down the sideline, down to the 16-yard line, a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Taylor Holmes comes up, makes the tackle, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Nebraska. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Chargers down to the Bengals 16-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner looking, throws, and Jacoby George tried to make a one-handed catch, incomplete. He was covered well by number 24 there, Taylor Holmes. Third and 6 from the 16-yard line. 2:12 left to play here in the first quarter. Chargers lead at 7-0, trying to make it a 2-score game. 5 wide, Gardner in the shotgun on 3rd down. Takes the snap, looks downfield. Looking, throws, and he throws it away, incomplete. Looking for Roush in the back of the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Tyler Hines will come on. This will be a 33-yard field goal attempt to make it a 10-0 ball game. Hines, the 6th-year kicker out of Syracuse. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. 10-0 San Diego with 2:04 left to play here in the first quarter. Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California, Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. Yeah, it looks good. I like using this extra stadium. for the Chargers. The other extra stadium I use for the Dolphins. I really don't like Hard Rock Stadium that much. Yeah, the field looks good. I like the big lightning bolt in the center and midfield, too. 2:04 left in the first. The Chargers will kick off. And it's the Mark Erickson kicks. About 3 yards deep. Jefferson brings it out over the 15-20. And Jefferson out to the 25-yard line. On the return, Gary Jefferson. 1st and 10 Bengals, down by 10. As Max Johnson, he has yet to complete a pass to a team in a black jersey. Just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Chargers up 10-0. We'll have a doubleheader for you tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'll go over that schedule here in a second. It'll be the Sunday night and the Monday night game for Week 5. In the offset eye, Johnson hands off to Eric Granger. And Granger to the 27-yard line. The 6th-year back out of UCLA. The Sunday night game, tomorrow night at 6 Eastern, will be the Steelers and the Seahawks. And that'll be followed by the Monday night game, the Vikings and the Browns. And that will wrap up Week 5 tomorrow night. On 2nd and 8, Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson back. Johnson throws to Granger. Turns upfield. And Eric Granger out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 3. Make it a gain of 4. Be 3rd and 6. No, it's a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 6. Verlin Wells came up, made the tackle. 6th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma State. I just like calling them the San Diego Chargers. They should have never left. 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson looking. Johnson throws. And it's caught by Wheeler. Out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 17 to Henry Wheeler, the 4th-year receiver out of Georgia. First down, Cincinnati. And that's the Bengals' first down of the game. On the tackle, number 23. That's Darius Banks, the 11th-year defensive back out of Oregon State. We're down to 45 seconds left in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Johnson under center. Johnson draws back. Throws outside to Butler. Turns upfield, and Butler to the 42-yard line. 11-yard gain across midfield. First down, Bengals. Let's see, who is that? That's Butler, number 83. Tim Butler, the rookie out of Texas A&M, the tight end. Bengals on the move, down by 10. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bengals now in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson throws deep, and it's nearly picked off again. Broken up by Odell Briggs. He almost had his second pick. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Oh, he should have caught that. They were looking for Wheeler down the middle. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. And Granger to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6. But that's going to do it for the first quarter as the first quarter runs out. Chargers lead at 10-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. We go to the second quarter. Chargers lead the Bengals 10-0. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Cincinnati at the Charger 36-yard line as we start quarter number 2. The Broncos beat the Chiefs earlier here this afternoon. That game being uploaded to YouTube as we speak. 4 wide for the Bengals. Johnson in the shotgun on 3rd down. Johnson back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Austin. That's Nick Austin, the tight end, in his 13th year out of Texas, down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll be a Bengal first down. James Granger, no relation. The safety on the tackle in his 11th year out of Texas. Bengals trying to get back in the game, down 10-0. 1st and 10 from the Charger 29-yard line. 3 receivers off to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson throws deep. And caught by Wheeler at the 1-yard line. A gain of 28. Henry Wheeler with a great catch. He was well covered by Willis, Tom Willis, the 4th-year defensive back out of Baylor, and he still caught it. First and goal for the Bengals now at the Charger 1. Bengals come out in the I formation. Everybody in tight. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. Touchdown. Bengals. Eric Granger, the 6th-year back out of UCLA. A 1-yard touchdown run. Gets Cincinnati on the board. It's now 10-6 San Diego. Luke Jones will come on for the extra point. The 13th-year kicker out of Miami. Jones for the PAT. Kick is up. And it's good. It's now a 10-7 ball game in favor of San Diego. 7:14 left to play here in the second half. Or the second quarter, I'm sorry. Who do they play next week? In week 6. I'm about to tell you. Here we go. The Chargers will play at Pittsburgh next week. The Steelers are 3-1. They play the Seahawks tomorrow. And Cincinnati will host the Broncos next week. $7:14 left in the first half. Chargers lead at 10-7. Luke Jones will kick off for Cincinnati. Just a 3-point game at the moment. There's the kick. From the 3-yard line, Fields on the return over the 20, 25, and Fields out to the 34-yard line. Marcus Fields in his 2nd year out of Stephen F. Austin. 1st and 10 San Diego at their own 34-yard line. Stephen Gardner will come back out to lead the offense. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis, Nemesis Whip, and of course Evil Dead. Misty's here. Misty always says, hey, in the background. 4 wide, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws, dumps it off to Roush. Out to the 36-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Henry Jackson on the tackle, the defensive back. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Chargers at their own 36-yard line. I will have time for a college football game after this before I have to head off to the radio station. on 2nd and 8. And that'll be Miami and Florida State. That's the next game up. On 2nd down, Gardner to Lattimore. And Marcus Lattimore picks up 2 to the 38-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. The linebacker is Santonio Gray on the tackle in his 4th year out of Florida. 3rd and 6. Chargers come out 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back, looking, throws deep downfield, and incomplete. Looking for Randolph on the sideline. Aaron Randolph, he was well covered. Henry Jackson knocks the ball away. It'll be 4th down, and the Chargers are going to have to punt. Momentum shifting in this game. Mark Erickson will punt for the Chargers on 4th down. Chargers lead at 10-7 over the Bengals. Back to punt, Erickson in his 13th year out of Alabama A&M. Fielded by Jefferson at the 15, brings it back to the 17-yard line. Gary Jefferson on the return. And now the Bengals, they can tie it up or take the lead on this drive. With 5:59 left to play here in the first half. Got a good crowd watching here on this Saturday afternoon. I appreciate it. 3 wide for the Bengals. 1st and 10. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson throws deep. And is caught on the sideline by Henry Wheeler out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 29 in a Bengal first down. We'll have more NFL action for you tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern time, 3 o'clock Pacific. It'll be our Sunday night and Monday night game to wrap up the week. It'll be the Steelers and the Seahawks, followed by the Vikings and the Browns. And San Diego wants to challenge that catch. I think they're going to lose this challenge, though. Maybe. I think he got both feet in, though. Yeah, he did. That's good. That's a good catch. Chargers are going to lose this challenge. Ruling on the field stands. Good catch. 1st and 10. Bengals will have it at their own 46 with 5:53 left here in the first half. It's a 10-7 ball game in favor of San Diego. Bengals come out. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson under center. Johnson draws back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Wheeler across midfield to the 46-yard line. A gain of 8. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. 5:40 and counting. Coming up to make the tackle for the Chargers, number 53, Verlin Wells, 6th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma State. 2nd and 2 for the Bengals at the Charger 46. Bengals in the I formation. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. Close to the marker at the 45. Does he have the first down? No. Odell Briggs on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd down for Cincinnati at the San Diego 45-yard line. I like those blue helmets on the Chargers, the old 70s uniforms, 70s and 80s. On 3rd down, Johnson to Granger, picks up the first down, and Granger down to the 38-yard line, a gain of 7. First down, Cincinnati. Cincinnati trying to win their 3rd in a row. They started 0-2 on the season. First and 10 for the Bengals now at the Charger 38. 4:35 and counting here in the half. Bengals come out in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger up the middle, and Eric Granger inside the 30 down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 15. Another Bengal first down. Coming up to make the tackle was Arsenio Gilbert, the rookie defensive back out of Ohio State. But it's another Bengal first down. Evil Dead and Nemesis getting nervous now, as the Bengals are moving. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the half. First and 10 from the Charger 23. In the offset eye, Johnson under center. Hicks in motion. Johnson looking, throws, incomplete. They were looking for Wheeler coming across. That'll stop the clock with 3:54 left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10. Four wide for the Bengals. Johnson under center on 2nd down. Hands off to Granger, and Granger picks up a yard to the 22-yard line. Tackle made by number 99, Emmanuel Sparks, the second-year defensive tackle out of Washington. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 22-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back, looking, rolls out, and Johnson's going to take off. No, he gets tackled at the 22-yard line. No gain. It'll be 4th and 9. Bobby Bolton on the tackle, the linebacker. And the Bengals are going to have to settle for a field goal. They can tie the game up here. As we're coming up on 3 minutes left in the half, Luke Jones will come on. This will be from 39 yards to tie the game up. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 10 with 2:53 left to play here in the first half. Live from Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. Plenty of time left, 2:53 on the clock. Let's see if the Chargers can score again before halftime. Luke Jones will kick off for Cincinnati. And now the kickoff by Jones. 2 yards deep. Fields brings it out over the 20. Possibly. They'll mark him down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Fields on the return. First down San Diego with 2:58 left. Or 2:48 left in the first half. Stephen Gardner will come back out to lead the offense. Want to remind everybody once again, don't forget to set your clocks forward tonight before you go to bed. Daylight saving time goes into effect. There's a lot of states that want to stay on daylight saving time permanently, but it's the Department of Transportation that has the ultimate say. On 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, Gardner to Lattimore, and Lattimore back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Cedric Jordan on the tackle in his 11th year out of Winston-Salem. On 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Gardner throws deep. Caught by Roush. Out to the 47. A gain of 33 to Jim Roush. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He keeps going and going in his 18th year out of Navy. He's almost eligible for AARP, and he's still out there playing in his gold shoes. As we hit the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 10 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to San Diego, California, Snapdragon Stadium. 2 minutes left in the first half. Chargers and Bengals tied at 10. Chargers from the Bengal 47-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back. Looking. Throws. Caught by Randolph. Nope, Aaron Randolph couldn't hold on. Ripped away by Trayon Taylor, the 7th-year safety out of Connecticut. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Chargers at the Bengal 47. 1:55 left in the half. We're tied at 10. 4 wide for San Diego. Gardner in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Gardner looking. Throws. And it's knocked down. Incomplete. Broken up by Kevin Wilson, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 47-yard line. That was intended for Roush. Nice play by Wilson. It'll be 3rd down for the Chargers at the Bengal 47-yard line. Chargers come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back. Throws and caught by Randolph. He holds on this time. Aaron Randolph good for 12 down to the 35. The 3rd-year receiver out of Maryland. First down, San Diego. Coming up to make the tackle for the Bengals, Taylor Holmes, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Nebraska. 1:30 left in the half. 1st and 10 Chargers at the Bengal 35. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back. Gardner throws, caught by Roush, breaks a tackle, and Roush down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 13. He'll go to the sideline and take a Geritol, then come back out. Do they still make Geritol? I remember the commercials when I was a kid. "18 years as a tight end." That's amazing. Chargers take a timeout. 1:01 left in the half. 1st and 10 from the Bengal 22-yard line. San Diego trying to take the lead before halftime. The Broncos beat the Chiefs earlier today, 31-17. In Denver, that game's on YouTube. We had a couple of college games as well. They're on YouTube. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner looking. Throws down the middle, and it's picked off by the linebacker, Gray. Santonio Gray picks it off for the Bengals with 58 seconds left in the half. Just when you thought the Chargers might take the lead going into halftime, The Bengals pick it off. And now Cincinnati with a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Bengals do get the second half kickoff. They were looking for Jacoby George. First and 10, Cincinnati going the other way. 58 seconds left in the half. Bengals will start from their own 12-yard line. On first down, Geritol. Johnson in the shotgun. 4 receivers set wide. Johnson draws back, rolls out, throws deep. Caught by Granger. Breaks a tackle out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 8. Pushed out of bounds by the linebacker Odell Briggs. That'll stop the clock. 52 seconds left on the half. 2nd and 2 for Cincinnati at their own 20. On second down. 2 backs in the backfield. Johnson in the gun. Hicks in motion. Johnson draws back. Dumps it off to Ryder Hicks. To the 25, a gain of 5. Ryder Hicks, the second-year receiver out of Oregon. And that'll be enough for a Cincinnati first down. Surprised they're not taking a timeout. They have 3 left. .35 seconds left. Bengals at their own 25 in a tie ball game. I think they're just content to go to halftime. 10 seconds. Johnson draws back, throws, caught by Austin, and the Bengals take a timeout. A gain of 5 out to the 30-yard line with 5 seconds left. I did not know that. I haven't seen a Geritol commercial since I was a kid. Five seconds left. Here in the half. 2nd and 5 for the Bengals at their own 30-yard line. To see if Cincinnati tries a Hail Mary before halftime. Chargers got out to a 10-0 lead, but the Bengals have battled back to tie it up. They've got 3 to the near side. Look for the Hail Mary here. Johnson in the gun. Johnson draws back, throws deep, bouncing around, incomplete. 1 second left. Broken up by Silva. Dylan Silva, the 4th-year defensive back out of Abilene Christian. Barring a defensive penalty, this should be the last play of the half. 3rd and 5 for the Bengals at their own 30. 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson draws back, throws into a crowd again. Intercepted by Morrison. And we go to halftime. Halftime score, the Bengals 10, the Chargers 10. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. We go to the second half. The Bengals and the Chargers are tied at 10. The Bengals at 2-2, the Chargers at 3-1. Chargers trying to win to stay all alone in first place in the AFC West. If they were to lose, they would drop into a tie with the Chiefs at 3-2. The Bengals trying to win their 3rd in a row. Chargers will kick off. Hines will kick. Fielded by Jefferson 3 yards deep over the 15-20. And Jefferson out to the 23-yard line. Gary Jefferson on the return. Maximum Johnson comes back out. Third-year quarterback out of North Carolina. You think I sound more like Howard Cosell? Howard Cosell. Maximum Johnson. You'll remember him. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger up the middle, and Eric Granger 5 yards to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5. Verlin Wells on the tackle. Momentum is definitely shifted to the Bengals side of the house. Chargers have to try to get it back. 2nd and 5 for Cincinnati at their own 28. Johnson in the gun. Johnson fakes the handoff. Throws and caught by Wheeler out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Henry Wheeler, 4th-year receiver out of Georgia. Momentum is a fickle bitch. Someone once told me. 1st and 10. Bengals at their own 44-yard line. Johnson under center. 1st and 10. Johnson looking. Johnson throws near side. Caught by Hicks. And Ryder Hicks out to the 45. And that'll be a Bengal first down. A gain of 11. And the Bengals are in charge of territory now, looking to take the lead. The Chargers started 3-0. They lost their first game last week to the Redskins in that game in Mexico City. 1st and 10 for the 45-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger. And Granger to the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Emmanuel Sparks on the tackle for the Chargers. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 2nd and 9 for the Bengals at the Charger 43. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. And Eric Granger making his way, weaving his way down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 12. And a first down for the Bengals. And the Bengals are in field goal range now, looking to take their first lead of the game if they can get it. The tackle made by Darius Banks. 1st and 10, Cincinnati at the Charger 31-yard line. Johnson under center. Hicks in motion. Johnson fakes the handoff, throws, and caught by Ryder Hicks down to the 19. A gain of 12, a Bengal first down, and we have an injury timeout. That gives me time once again to tell you about tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be the Steelers and the Chargers. The Steelers and the Seahawks, I'm sorry. The Steelers are 3-1. The Seahawks are 4-0. Misty says she'll do a game. And then we'll have the Sunday night game, the Vikings and the Browns. And that will That'll wrap up week 5. Six o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. 5 Central Time. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Johnson in the gun. Austin in motion. Johnson hands off to Granger. And Eric Granger to the 16, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Darius Banks came up, made the tackle. Evil Dead says, you say that all the time, but you never do a game. Yeah, college basketball, all the tournaments are going on right now, the conference tournaments. 2nd and 7 from the 16-yard line. Palmer in motion. Johnson draws back, throws, caught by Palmer. Down to the 12, a gain of 4 yards. That's Chris Palmer, the rookie out of Florida. Under 5 minutes now left to play in the third quarter. We're tied at 10. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Bengals at the Charger 12. If nothing else, the Bengals should be able to get a field goal out of this. 5 wide, empty backfield. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking. Johnson throws and incomplete. Looking for Palmer once again, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Vanderbilt Commodores are having a good year in basketball. I think they're ranked number 3, right? If I'm not mistaken. Right down the road here, Vanderbilt. Luke Jones from 29 yards to give the Bengals the lead. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead it 13-10, 4:35 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. SEC tournament going on right now in Nashville at the Bridgestone. I wish the Memphis Grizzlies would move to Nashville. Become the Nashville Grizzlies. There's the kick. From the 4-yard line, Broadway on the return over the 15, 20, 25, out to the 27-yard line. Terrence Broadway, the third-year receiver out of VMI. Bengals up by 3. Chargers will get it now, starting at their own 27. Misty's at the front door. What are you doing? Are you leaving? Oh, okay. She's going outside. What? Okay. She's looking at the birds outside. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Got a good game going on here in San Diego. Gardner fakes the handoff, throws deep, caught by Jacoby George out to the 47-yard line. 26 yards to George, the third-year receiver out of Miami. I almost called him Luke George. Jacoby George. Tackle made by Taylor. Trayon Taylor in his 7th year out of Connecticut. It has been warm here in the Nashville area over the last few days. We were in the 80s yesterday. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Gardner under center. Gardner fakes the handoff. Throws deep. Caught by Tate. Down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 24 yards to Deon Tate, the 9th-year receiver out of Vanderbilt. And the Chargers on the move now, down to the Bengal 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Chargers in field goal range now. The tackle was made by Kim Phillips, 5th-year defensive back out of Duke. 1st and 10, San Diego at the Bengal 23. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Landrum, and Jack Landrum gets through down to the 10 or the 11-yard line, a gain of 12. And that'll be a Charger first down. The rookie out of North Carolina, Jack Landrum. Holmes on the tackle. Taylor Holmes. .314 and counting. Here in the third quarter, 1st and 10 Chargers. They come out in the I formation. Gardner under center. They pitch to Lattimore, and Lattimore is going to lose 2 yards back to the 13-yard line. Great pursuit by the Bengals there. I didn't see who made the tackle. Santonio Gray, the linebacker, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Chargers back at the Bengal 13-yard line. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. I'm so glad I'm back on 19. '19 is just so good. In the I formation, Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, and Marcus Lattimore, touchdown! Chargers, a 13-yard touchdown run by Marcus Lattimore, the third eldest of the 4 Lattimore brothers. And the Chargers retake the lead as they go up 16-13. You got to like that, Evil Dan. Nemesis, you got to like that. Still a lot of time left. 2:53, and we're still in the third quarter. And now Tyler Hines for the point after. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Chargers lead it by 4, 17-13, with 2:53 left to play. Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. This one's gone back and forth. It's been a good game. And now the kickoff by Erickson. Turner, about 2 yards deep, brings it out over the 20 and out to the 24-yard line. That's James Turner, the third-year defensive back out of Tennessee. Earlier this morning, we had a couple of college football games. North Carolina in overtime beat Boston College 17-10. Actually, it was 17-14, I'm sorry. And then Clemson destroys Georgia Tech. Both those games are on YouTube. And then the Chiefs beat the Broncos beat the Chiefs earlier today. 1st and 10 for the Bengals from the 24-yard line. Johnson draws back. Johnson throws, and it's nearly picked off. Darius Banks nearly had himself a pick six. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bengals at their own 24. 2:47 left here in the third quarter. We will have a college football game for you after this. It'll be Miami and Florida State. Second and 10 from the 24-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson draws back, looking, steps up, and Johnson's going to take off as he picks up the first down. A 15-yard run out to the 39-yard line. Max Johnson, the third-year quarterback out of North Carolina. Chargers lead by 4, 17-13, late in the third quarter. Chargers trying to get to 4-1, stay in first place in the AFC West by themselves. 4 wide for the Bengals. Johnson under center on first down. Johnson to Granger. And Eric Granger to the 41, a gain of 2. Bobby Bolton on the tackle. As we're coming up on 2 minutes now left to play in the third quarter. On second down, Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger. And Eric Granger to the 43, a gain of 2 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5. The tackle made by John Keith, the 6th-year defensive end out of Colorado. 3rd and 5 for the Bengals. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Empty backfield. 5 wide. Johnson back. Johnson steps up, in trouble, gets sacked. Back at the 38. A loss of 5. Bobby Bolton, the linebacker, on the sack. In his 9th year out of Memphis. And that'll bring up 4th down, and the Bengals are going to have to punt. Zach Everett, the 2nd-year punter out of Michigan, back to punt for the Bengals. Everett gets the punt away. From the 17-yard line, Marcus Fields brings it back out to the 21. So with 49 seconds left in the third quarter, Chargers lead at 17-13. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Chargers can increase their lead now. They can make it a 2-score game with a touchdown. On 1st and 10. 3 to the far side. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner draws back. Throws down the middle and caught by Jim Roush. Out to the 43. A gain of 22 yards by Roush. First down, Chargers. Taz Holmes on the tackle. The defensive back. 3rd-year defensive back out of Nebraska. Chargers up by 4. 28 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 43. They come out in the eye. Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Landrum around the outside. And Jack Landrum picks up 3 to the 46-yard line. Cedric Jordan on the tackle. But that's going to do it for the third quarter. Chargers lead at 17-13 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. We go to the fourth quarter. Chargers lead the Bengals 17-13. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Chargers at their own 46-yard line as we start the fourth and final quarter. On 2nd and 7, Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore. And Marcus Lattimore is spinning his way to the 48-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 1. Big third down coming up for the Chargers right here at the Bengal 48-yard line. In the I formation, Gardner under center. Gardner hands off to Lattimore, picks up the first down. A gain of a yard or two to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, San Diego. Now the Chargers can eat up more time. 1st and 10 at the Bengal 46. Gardner in the shotgun. Hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore will lose a yard back to the 47-yard line. Coming in there to make the tackle, Lacey Holmes, the 5th-year defensive end out of Houston. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Chargers at the 47-yard line. Clock is moving, 6:44 and counting. In the I formation, Chargers come out. Gardner under center. Gardner to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 43, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7. Henry Jackson came up, made the tackle for the Bengals. And now the Chargers face another big 3rd down. So the Bengals. Bengals trying to get a stop. 4 wide for the Chargers. Gardner in the shotgun on 3rd down. Gardner draws back. Looking. He's got all day. Gardner rolls out, and Gardner gets sacked. Back at the 47-yard line. A loss of 4 yards. Nathan Langford on the tackle. The 12th-year defensive end out of LSU. It'll be 4th and 11. And the Chargers are going to have to punt. The Bengals get the stop they were looking for. Misty's lip-syncing to something here. What? Oh, Dirty Dancing. You're listening to the Dirty Dancing soundtrack? Gracie got the Dirty Dancing album a few weeks back. And Gracie got her Hannah Montana albums today. Erickson gets the punt away on 4th and 11. Out of bounds at the 25. That's just a 22-yard punt. Plenty of time left. 5:38 on the clock. The Bengals down by 4. They need a touchdown. Max Johnson comes back out to lead the offense. Yep. Had the time of my life. I love that movie. For some reason, every time that movie comes on, I got to watch it. I usually like movies, action movies, and where things blow up and stuff. But every time Dirty Dancing comes on, I got to watch it. Johnson draws back, 1st down, throws outside, and overthrows Granger in the flat, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 5:35 left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. I really liked him in Red Dawn. Red Dawn is still one of my favorite movies. All right, Misty, you can turn that down. We already know you're listening to it. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Johnson draws back. Johnson looking. Johnson throws and caught by Wheeler and makes a move. And Henry Wheeler all the way down out to the 45-yard line. A 30-yard gain. Yeah, I didn't like the remake. The original Red Dawn is an excellent movie. And the Bengals are in charge of territory, 1st and 10 at the Charger 45. Bengals looking to retake the lead. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson draws back. Johnson in trouble now. He gets sacked back at the 44. Sack made by John Keith, the defensive end. A loss of 11. It'll be 2nd and 21. Some movies you don't need to remake. They should have never made a Red Dawn remake. You can't beat the original. Second and 21 for the Bengals. At their own 44-yard line, Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Johnson looking, throws near side and caught by Granger. Out to the 49-yard line, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 14. I don't know if you can hear it on my microphone, but she's listening to the Dirty Dancing soundtrack back there in the other room. It's quite loud. I can hear it through my headphones. 3rd and 14 for the 49-yard line, 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Looking, throws, caught by Granger into Charger territory, and Granger to the 39. A gain of 10, and that'll bring up 4th and 4. With 4:12 left, and you're down by 4. Let's see if the Bengals go for it. Verlin Wells makes the tackle for the Chargers. Decision time for Cincinnati as we're coming up on the 4-minute mark. They're going to go for it on 4th and 4. I like the call. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Looking. Throws and caught by Granger out of the backfield down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 9. They convert on 4th down to keep the drive alive. First down, Bengals at the Charger 28-yard line. It's been a great game. It's gone back and forth. .339 and counting. 1st and 10 Cincinnati at the Charger 28-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson looking. Johnson throws deep. He's got a man. Webb, touchdown. Cincinnati. A 28-yard touchdown catch by David Webb, the 4th-year receiver out of Arizona. His first catch of the day. Good for a touchdown. And the Bengals retake the lead. They go up 19-17 with the extra point coming. And now Luke Jones for the point after. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead at 20-17. 3:23 left. Bengals go up by 3. There's still plenty of time for the Chargers, though. Live from Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. Week 5 here at Jammin' Sports. Been a dynamite game going back and forth. The Bengals retake the lead now, 20-17. All the Chargers need, though, is a field goal to tie this one up. Luke Jones will kick off for Cincinnati. And now the kickoff by Jones. It'll be fielded at the 4-yard line. Marcus Fields, or 4 yards deep. Fields brings it out across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 3:19 remaining. Chargers now trail by 3. Once again, next week for these two teams in Week 6, the Chargers will play at Pittsburgh, and the Bengals next week will host the Broncos. First and 10. Chargers at their own 24-yard line. 3:19 left here in the 4th quarter. Gardner in the shotgun. 4 receivers set wide. Gardner back. Gardner looking. Throws. Caught by Jacoby George out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 6. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Clock continues to move. 3:05 and counting. 3 minutes now. 2nd and 3 for San Diego at their own 30. Gardner under center. Gardner draws back. Throws. Caught by Tate. Deon Tate 3 yards out to the 33-yard line. Will bring up 3rd and 1. Kevin Wilson, the linebacker, on the tackle for the Bengals. .235 left to play. We watch the replay again. 3rd and 1 from the 33-yard line. 2.5 minutes left. Clock is moving. Chargers come out 4 wide. Single back. Gardner in the shotgun. Gardner hands off to Lattimore. A draw play that doesn't go anywhere. And that'll bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th down. Santonio Gray, the linebacker, got in there and made the tackle. And the Chargers have to go for it now. On 4th down. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. And there it is. 2 minutes left. Bengals up 20-17 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. Snapdragon Stadium, San Diego, California. 2 minutes left to play in the 4th quarter. Bengals lead the Chargers 20-17. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Chargers. And they're going to go for it. In the I formation, Gardner under center. Gardner to Landrum, and he does not get there. It'll be a turnover on downs. Henry Jackson comes in, the defensive back, in his 5th year out of Texas, and gets the stop. Chargers went for it on 4th down, did not get it. And the Bengals up 20-17 will take over at the Charger 32-yard line. Great defensive play by Cincinnati. So the Bengals now with 1:57. Chargers will start taking their timeouts. They're going to try to hold the Bengals to a field goal here. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Johnson under center. Johnson to Granger up the middle, and Granger to the 26-yard line. And the Chargers take a timeout. Can you turn that down? A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Chargers take a timeout. They have 2 left. 1:54 left to play. Chargers' only chance is to force a field goal. If they give up a touchdown here, they're down by 2 scores. Second and 4 for the Bengals at the Charger 26. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Granger, gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 4 yards. And the Chargers take another timeout. Tackle was made by Verlin Wells, the linebacker. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 7 situation for Cincinnati at the Charger 30-yard line. With 1:50 left. Chargers have 1 timeout remaining. What the Chargers really need now is a turnover. Bengals trying to get the upset win here in San Diego. On third down. 3 to the near side. Johnson back to throw. Looking. Throws near side, and it's knocked down, incomplete by Verlin Wells. It'll be fourth down. Great play by Wells. That would have been a first down. It's 4th and 7. The Bengals will try a 47-yard field goal attempt to put them up by 6. They were looking for Chris Palmer, incomplete. Great play by Wells. And because it was an incomplete pass, that stops the clock. Chargers don't have to use the timeout. Luke Jones from 47 yards to put the Bengals up by 6. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Bengals lead at 23-17 with 1:42 left. The Chargers need a touchdown. They do have one timeout. That field goal was huge. Luke Jones will kick off for the Bengals with 1:42 remaining. We'll have college football after this. It'll be Miami at Florida State. There's the kick. From the 2-yard line, Marcus Fields over the 20, 25, and he brings it out to the 28-yard line. 1:39 remaining. Chargers down by 6. They have one timeout. They have to go 72 yards. Stephen Gardner, the quarterback, comes back out. Once I start the college game, I'll make myself something to eat. I'm getting hungry. 5 wide, 1st and 10. Gardner in the shotgun, empty backfield. Gardner draws back. Looking. He's got all day. Throws near side to Randolph. Only picks up 4. A gain of 5. Chargers in the hurry up. Got to get the receivers back. 2nd and 5. 1:20 left. Gardner in the gun. Takes the snap. Looks downfield. Looking. He's got all day. He's going to throw it deep. And it's caught by Jacoby George down to the 34-yard line. It's a 34-yard gain. 1st and 10 from the 34. Gardner back. Throws. Caught by George again. And George fumbles, and who recovers? The Chargers do. But it's a gain of 11, or a gain of 9, I'm sorry. 2nd and inches from the 25. Gardner will spike it with 43 seconds left. The Chargers have moved it down the field to the Bengal 25-yard line. They're holding on to that timeout. 43 seconds. San Diego needs a touchdown. 3rd and inches from the Bengal 25. 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun on 3rd down. Gardner back. Gardner throws. Caught by Lattimore out of the backfield. Down to the 15. A gain of 10. 1st and 10. 33 seconds. They're in the hurry up. Gardner will spike it with 29 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the 15-yard line. A nice drive by the Chargers so far to get down to the Bengal 15-yard line. Chargers trying to pull this out. Get to 4 and 1. 4 wide. Gardner in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Gardner looking. Throws to the end zone. He's got a man. Harris. Touchdown. San Diego. Donovan Harris. A 25-yard touchdown catch. What a drive by San Diego. And they didn't even use the timeout. Donovan Harris, the rookie out of Virginia Tech. His first catch of the day, good for a touchdown. And that ties the game up at 23. And now the extra point by Tyler Hines. The kick is up, and it's good. Chargers lead at 24-23 with 25 seconds left. What a comeback by San Diego. Wow, that's all I can say. Wow. Now the Bengals have all 3 of their timeouts, and all they need is a field goal. But there's only 25 seconds left. It really has been. Mark Erickson will kick off for San Diego. Now up by 1. There's the kick. From the 5, Turner brings it back over the 20, 25, and Turner out to the 35-yard line. James Turner, not a bad return. Now all the Bengals need is about 30 yards. There's only 20 seconds, though. Max Johnson comes back out. The Bengals have all 3 of their timeouts. They only need to get it about 30 yards, 30 to 35 yards, but there's only 20 seconds left to play. Bengals come out 3 wide to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson drops back, throws, and caught by Wheeler. Henry Wheeler out to the 49, a gain of 14, and the Bengals take a timeout. Now the Bengals need about 20 yards. 15 seconds left. 1st and 10, Cincinnati at their own 49-yard line. Down by a single point. Can the Bengals pull this one out? First and 10 from their own 49. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson drops back. Johnson throws deep down the sideline, and there's going to be a pass interference on the Chargers. That was obvious. A penalty flag is down.
Pass interference, defense.
On Tom Willis. And that's going to give the Bengals the ball at the 31-yard line with 11 seconds left. Now it's a 48-yard field goal attempt. Can the Bengals pull this one out? In the I formation. Johnson under center, 1st and 10. Johnson hands off to Granger, and Granger to the 30-yard line, gain of a yard. The Bengals take a timeout. And now it would be a 47-yard field goal. The Bengals will probably kick it right here with 7 seconds left. They have a timeout, though. They could try to get closer. Just 7 seconds remaining. And they're going to try it now. Luke Jones from 47. And they just iced themselves. No, actually, the Chargers took the timeout. The Bengals still have a timeout left. Chargers took their final timeout. They put the orange up there. I thought it was a Bengal timeout. It was a Charger timeout. You don't want to ice yourself. So Luke Jones, the 13th year kicker out of Miami, will try it from 47 yards to win the game for the Bengals. It's not a gimme, but it's makeable. Here we go. Jones from 47. snap, kick is up, and he missed it. He shanked it to the left. No good. And the Chargers are going to hold on. The Chargers are going to win a nail-biter, 24-23. He just shanked that one to the left. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Wow. What a way to lose it for the Bengals. He missed it wide left. The Bengals still have a timeout, so 2 more snaps here. And the Chargers are going to be 4-1. They'll be a half game behind the Seahawks, who sit at 4-0. They'll take a knee. The Bengals will take their final timeout. The Bengals going to fall to 2-3. One more snap and this one's done. And the Chargers keep the pressure on Seattle in the AFC West. What a heartbreaking loss for the Bengals to lose it that way. And now this will be the last play of the game. They take a knee, and that's ball game. Your final score, the Chargers 24, the Bengals 23. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. College football up next.